Hello, everybody. Board Game Lawyer here. It is a Friday evening, and I'm going to play some Marvel Champions from Fantasy Flight Games. And so let's go down to the table and see what we're going to be playing with this evening. As you can tell, we are going to be taking on Loki tonight. Loki is the big bad guy, and I am going to be playing two-handed. But my right hand this evening is not my own. I am joined this evening by my good friend Scott, aka Lexicon, is joining me tonight on the stream, and we're going to attempt to take on Loki two-player. So, how you doing tonight,
That's
Scott?
right. I'm doing great. Thank you for inviting me to join you.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for taking up the extremely short notice um, of hopping on with me. I know this was extremely last minute, but I've been wanting to play with you for a while. So, thanks for
Yeah, absolutely.
taking on the invitation. So let's take a look at what we're going to be doing this evening. Let's look at the big bad guy first, Loki. And so, Scott, do you care to read the main scheme, the contents, the setup, and we'll figure out where we're going from there?
Yeah, so we're going to start off with the main scheme, which is All Hail King Loki. The contents are the Loki set, the Infinity Gauntlet, and and the standard encounter sets, as well as two modular encounter sets, which is Enchantress and the Frost Giants.
Hmm.
In setup, we're going to start with We're going to put most of the copies of the Loki villain aside. So I think there are 5 copies of Loki, and those are out of play. We're putting the War in Asgard side scheme into play, which we have over here on the right.
Okay.
And then we're going to shuffle the encounter deck and reveal one of the set aside Loki villains at random. It looks like we've revealed uh, l- the Spear Retaliate Loki at the moment.
Okay.
And then we're going to reveal the top card of the Infinity Stone deck.
Gotcha. Which, all right. So for our setup, let's. So it's first it tells us to put the War and Asgard side scheme into play. So you want to tell us about how that one works?
Sure. So War in Asgard is a side scheme. Loki's followers do battle with those still loyal to Odin. It has Hinder 1, so we should have 8 on it total, which we do. And when defeated, we're going to reveal the top card of the Infinity Stone deck, and we're going to swap Loki with a random set-aside Loki villain. It has or not an amplify, a acceleration icon, and like we said, it has 8 threat at the moment.
Okay. Yep. Starts with 8 thread on it. Next, it was to shuffle the encounter deck, reveal one set aside Loki villain at random. So, what is our Loki Spear Loki all about?
Yeah, so each of the Lokis has different stats and different effects. This particular Loki has 2 scheme and 1 attack. He has the Asgard and Mystic traits. He has Retaliate 1, Victory 1, so when defeated, he'll go into the victory display. And when he's defeated, we're going to discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a side scheme is discarded
Oh boy.
and reveal that side scheme.
Okay.
So we're going to kind of be bouncing. There's a bit of a theme here. When we defeat the side schemes, we swap Loki. When we defeat Loki, we have to get a side scheme. So we're going to be bouncing back between all of his schemes he's got going on.
Okay. Now it tells us to, and on our main scheme, to reveal the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. So I guess I can click
That's
on.
right.
I think I can click on. Yep, there it is. I can click on the gauntlet, and then we can look at the stone, the time stone here. It is an environment. The Infinity Stone special, discard the top 4 cards of your deck and place 1 threat on the main scheme for each different card type. Discard this way. Place this card in the Infinity Stone discard pile. That's our environment. So that's triggered by the Infinity Gauntlets. It's a permanent setup. It has a force response. After attached villain activates, resolve the special ability of each Infinity Stone in play. Otherwise, put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. It has a scheme of 1, an attack of 1, and that's where that force response comes in. So, yeah, so Loki's +1/+1, I guess, throughout the entire game, right? I mean, there's no way to get rid of
That's
that
right.
gauntlet.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. No.
wow,
No way to get rid of the Infinity Gauntlet. It has
bummer.
permanent, so we can't even blank it with Vivian anymore.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's true. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and flip the main scheme over to side 1B, and it has a forced interrupt there. When Loki is defeated, advance random set aside Loki villain. I think you mentioned that already. And then if the number of Lokis in the victory display is equal to the victory condition, the players win the game. See rules insert. If the stage is completed, the players lose the game. You shall be the rules insert, Lex. So
Okay.
so what is the win condition here?
I believe for standard the win condition is 2 Lokis in the
Oh,
victory
okay.
display, and on expert it's 3 Lokis in the victory display. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly confident that's
Well, that's how we're gonna
the
play it
piece.
then.
I will double check before we successfully defeat two.
Okay.
So
All
I'll be
right.
looking in the meantime.
If we defeat two, I think I'm happy. So we'll,
Okay.
we'll play that. All right. So then the threat that begins on the main scheme is two per player. So it's got two threat on it. I think everything for Loki is all set up over there. It's kind of nasty. This is a nasty game, right? Loki's not easy to beat, at least for me. I
He
don't
is
know.
not.
Hopefully you have much more success with him. I'm going to be playing with Storm this evening. This is a deck similar to what I played earlier in the week with Steve when a storm just so happened to take out my neighborhood and we lost our game. So I'm going to try it again. It's Storm Aggression. And the idea behind this deck is Storm's best uh, basic attribute is her attack, and she can increase that attack with some of her supports that she can bring out on the table. So I'm trying to take advantage of her ability to really punch hard, and so that's why I decided to go with Storm with this particular build tonight. So tell me a little bit about what you're doing over there on
All
your
right.
side of the table.
So I have not played a ton of Psylocke, but I really enjoy her. So I threw together something a little bit. I copied a deck on Marvel CDB, which was more oriented towards spies and playing spycraft. And I gutted the spies part and threw in more of the X-Men X-Force heroes, along with Float Like a Butterfly. Betsy Braddock has a lot of Psylocke has a lot of access to confuse in her kit. So I know you're going to be running a lot of allies, and my goal is to maybe give you Float Like a Butterfly and confuse the villain, as long as he's not stalwart, and maybe we can amp up your damage even more.
Fantastic. Let's get started.
Yep.
Let's see. So we haven't done any mulligans yet. So go ahead and toss whatever you don't want to, whatever you don't want, and we'll replace that with maybe something better. Hopefully. Okay.
Well, I noticed that I still had an espionage in the deck,
Okay.
which I won't be able to play because I removed all the spies. So we're going to toss that.
Okay. I'm gonna get rid of. I got some defense cards dealt to me right out of the gate. Actually, a ton of defense cards. Like
Oh,
all my defense cards got dealt to
on your
me.
defense. Well, one of mine came out pretty fast too.
So I'm gonna replace um, 5 cards. Believe it or not, I had to toss 5 cards. Ugh.
Yeah, I tossed 4.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
Okay, I got brute force. I got a lightning bolt. Deal 8 damage to an enemy if thunderstorm is in play. Resolve its special ability. So, was there anything that's preventing us from knocking out Loki early on? Wow, 40 health.
No,
Ugh.
he just has a lot of health. That's right.
Are they all 40? All of them have to be,
Yes,
right? Because if they
all the
swap,
Lokis have 20. Yep.
yeah, ugly. Hmm. All right, you feel pretty good about what you got over there?
I think so.
Do you? Okay.
I think I'm good.
All right. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin by spending. Let's see, brute force. Let's see. What am I going to do? I feel a storm coming. Her setup is choose a support from the weather deck and put it into play. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my weather supports over here to the right. That way I can just kind of reach
Yeah, I love
over
that.
and grab one quickly. And I'll put those, or put them on the left over here, because there are 4 different ones that I can grab. So the one that I want is deal 2 damage to an enemy as a special, remove 2 threat from a scheme. I think we ought to like work on War in Asgard, or do you think we should ignore that for now? What's your thoughts? Let's see. What do you got over there? Skill
Probably working on
investigator.
War in Asgard.
Yeah.
I have some threat removal, so I'm hoping to take, I think, 5 off. I
Okay.
probably could clear the whole thing with my activation.
Can you? Okay, good. So I will pick. I'm going to go with Thunderstorm. Or am I? Yeah, because then I can draw an extra card whenever I change forms. So that's what I think I'm going to go for. So I'm going to start with Thunderstorm out on the table. And I'm going to flip over to my hero side. I'm going to spend one resource, which is the power of aggression, to put Death Focus on the table. And it says exhaust Death Focus, reduce the resource cost of the next superpower card you play this turn by one. So I'm going to spend Shark Girl. I'm going to exhaust Death Focus, and I'm going to spend the power of aggression, both of those, to play the Lightning Bolt, which is a hero action attack.
Ooh, very nice.
Deal 8 damage to an enemy. If Thunderstorm is in play, resolve its special ability. So I'm going to do 8 damage to Loki, taking him down to 32. And since the Thunderstorm is in play, I can deal 2 more damage to Loki, knocking him down to 30.
That's right.
So that's my lightning.
Don't forget that this Loki does have retaliate, so you will take
Oh.
1 damage.
Yeah, I will take 1 damage for that. Thank you. And
he's got that range on his spear.
Yeah. He's got a sharp point too. So.
And all the Valkyrie fans out there will be reminded of how irritated they are that Valkyrie spear, however, does not give retaliate.
Okay. Yeah. So, at least a little bit of love for the villains, right?
That's right.
Just a little bit, just a hint, just a tease of.
He's clearly better with his spear than she is.
So, with Storm, I could do 3 more damage. No, I can do 3 more damage to Loki. So why not? I will take another poke for that, but that's 3 damage into Loki. That's how you win the game, right? And I will get retaliated on. I'm going to swap out for Clear Skies. Will draw me a card, or would you rather Hurricane?
Clear Skies is fine.
Clear Skies works for you?
Yeah, Clear Skies is good.
Okay.
I'm not going to confuse them this round or anything.
Okay. So it allows me to draw a card. And so I draw one, and I'm going to spend Dust, which is the card I just drew, to put out a Brute Force, which means now that Storm, my hero gets +1 attack, and I have Piercing. After you make a basic attack, discard Brute Force. All right. So that's the end of my turn. Let's
all right.
Let's see what you got over there. And you have Stalwart right now, by the way.
I do. I'm going to use a Flurry of Blades to play Cerebro.
Okay.
And since I have the mutant trait and I am psionic, I can exhaust Cerebro to look through my whole deck. For an X-Men ally. So unfortunately, a number of my allies are X-Force, but I do have some good X-Men allies in here.
Okay, good.
For this round, I'm not as much looking for somebody I really want, I think, as I am somebody that I'm going to spend. So I'm going to grab... I think I'm going to grab Bishop.
Grabbing Bishop.
Then I'm going to play a Skilled Investigator.
Okay.
And let's flip up. Oops. I'm going to use Psylocke. You take 3 threat off of Warren Asgard.
All right. We'll take 3 off of there. Taking it down to 5.
Then I will... And while I have only 1 thwart on my hero, my Psi Knives each give me +1 thwart. That's where that 3 comes from.
Okay.
Then I'm going to exhaust both of my psi knives to generate mental resources for mental detection. And I will remove one threat from a scheme. And since I have two psi knives, I can remove two additional threat from that scheme. So let's take 5 off of War in Asgard.
Okay, so we've completely cleared the war in Asgard, and it does have a win defeated. You want to read that one for us?
Yeah, so the win defeated is that we're going to reveal the top card of the Infinity Stone deck, and then swap Loki with a random set aside Loki villain.
Okay, so we're going to get another stone out on the table, which is the Mind Stone. It's an environment. You are confused. Oh, so far. So you are confused. If you were already confused, discard one card at random from your hand. Place this card in the Infinity Stone deck discard pile. Ugh. All right.
Well, luckily, we are both stalwart because it's clear skies.
Oh, yeah. There you go. We are in the clear skies. So I am going to discard War in Asgard, discard that, and then it tells us to find a random Loki. Let's see how I do that. I don't know that I've done that too much here. So I guess I can...
I think just shuffle it and draw the top.
Shuffle and take the top one. Okay. And so the new Loki that comes into play is this one. And why don't you tell us about our brand new Loki? He looks bad news.
All right, this is the advance face of scheming Loki. He's got 3 scheme and 1 attack. He is again Asgard and Mystic traded. He's stalwart, and again has victory 1. So this is the Loki of mischief. He says that mischief is a seed. Given time, it turns into mayhem.
I like him.
Yes.
Very good.
All right. So that's actually kind of lucky because we both are already stalwart.
Yeah.
So we're not trying to confuse him at the moment.
Yeah.
And
so he's like double
his
stalwart.
attack is only 1 now. Yeah. And his attack is only 1. We could have gotten the one with 3 attack, and that would have not been as happy,
No.
given that we're both about to take attack. So
right.
that was pretty good.
Good deal.
All right. Well, I'm going to use my skilled investigator. We just defeated the side scheme.
Okay.
And then I will... I have a build support
Yeah.
that I could put down, but then I can't play anything else. Or I could just play an ally. I think I'm just gonna play Bishop.
Gonna move Bishop out. Okay. Good deal.
Wasn't planning on playing him this round, but here we are. And let's go ahead and use Bishop to take the 2 threat off the Bane scheme.
Good deal. And how much consequential does he take when he does that?
He just gets the 1.
1 consequential. Okay. All right.
Ready to go.
Anything else? Nothing else? If not,
No, that's my hand.
all right. I'll go ahead and advance the phase. And we'll take a look at our hands. Looks like you got Pete Wisdom, Telepathic Suggestion, Flurry of Blades, and Mental Detection. I picked up
That I did.
Weather Goddess, Combat Training, Torrential Rain, another Weather Goddess, Best Defense. When your hero defends against an attack, use its attack instead of its defense for this attack. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, good choice.
I like it.
I like that inclusion.
Yeah. And so we have All Hail King Loki. We get 2 threat placed onto the main scheme. Loki is going to attack me. And so right now he's 1 + 1. So he's attack of 2. And do both of these stones trigger afterwards? Let's see. Resolve of each Infinity Stone in play. Ugh. And let me just look and see what those were again. Discard the top 4 cards of your deck. Place 1 threat on the main scheme for each different card type. Discard this way. Place this card in the Infinity Stone discard pile. It's probably better to get that at the beginning of the game than
That's right.
at a terrible spot. And then there's another one, the Mind Stone, which says you are confused. And we are stalwart, so that's not too bad either.
Yep.
All right. So
Yeah,
Loki's going to attack me. And let me decide if I'm going to use the best defense. It doesn't cost anything. It says when your hero defends against an attack, use its attack instead of its defense for this attack. Well, I do have brute force on the table. And so I do have a 3 defense right now. So probably not a bad idea to go ahead and use that to not take damage if possible. And so Loki
Yeah.
is going to attack me for 2 plus this. 2 more is 4. Minus 3 is 1. So I'll take 1 damage for that attack. And that's my claustrophobia obligation. I'm not sad to see that go. Alright, so that was mine. And now we need to trigger the time stone, which is the discard. I guess, do I get to pick which one? I guess I do. Or does it go in order of how they showed up on the table?
I think you get to pick the order that they resolve.
I'm good with that. So we'll first do the Mind Stone, which says you are confused. If you're already confused, discard 1 card at random from your hand. Place this card in the Infinity Stone discard pile. So it's going there. And I'm not confused because I'm stalwart. And I guess this is the discard pile. Good. All right, the other one is the Time Stone. Discard top 4 cards of your deck and place 1 threat on the main scheme for each different card type. Discard this way. Place this card in the Infinity Stone deck discard pile. So let's go back to me. I'm just going to lay them out on the table here, kind of in the middle. So the first discarded card is an upgrade. The second one is an ally. Third one is another ally. And the fourth one is an event. So how does that work? 4 cards, place 1 threat on the scheme for each different card type. So 3 threat gets placed on the main scheme, correct?
That's right.
Oops, wrong direction. So there was 2 on there, and now we're going up to 1, 2, 3. We're up to 5. So go ahead and discard all these. And this time stone gets placed. I don't know if I click discard if it's going to go to the right pile or not. Let me try it. Discard card. Yep, it sure did. Went to the right pile. All right.
So smart.
So it is your turn, and he's going to attack you with a boost. He's got 1 + 1.
I'm just gonna take it.
Gonna take it this time. All right. And here we go. And it says give Loki an additional boost and a tough status card. So we'll put a tough. We'll add a tough onto Loki. And here's the additional boost. Make it a low one. Uh-oh. It's another special.
It's gonna be a big one.
Discard the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. Apply its boost icons for this activation as if it were a boost card. So I need to go over here. Oh, you know what I can do? I think I can just click on this. I'm gonna click on the glove and see if that works. Yep, sure does. Oh, 3 boost. 3 for 5.
All right,
5 damage.
5.
So lose half your health. We'll discard the Reality Stone. Let's see. After a villain activates, resolve the special ability of each. Otherwise, put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. Okay, we'll discard all these. And the top card of the Infinity Stone deck is the Soul Stone. What's that one all about?
All right, it's gonna heal him. The Soul Stone has a special to heal 3 damage from the villain and give it a face down boost card. Then we place this card in the Infinity Stone deck discard pile. So it's going to heal him and increase his next attack or scheme.
Okay. All right. Well,
We get our encounter cards.
Yep. Here's mine. Here's yours. Here's mine. And it is open the Bifrost. It says Loki uses the Bifrost to move its forces through the 9 realms. It has a hinder of 1 per player. When defeated, reveal the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. Swap Loki with a random set-aside Loki villain. Okay, I'll set that over there next to the main scheme. So that is mine.
All right, let's see mine.
And you can go ahead and click on yours if you like. Flip it. There you go.
Cut off guard.
No. Discard an upgrade or support you control.
Oh, gosh. So the question is...
Hmm.
I could use telepathic suggestion to just cancel it and remove 2 threat.
Okay.
From a scheme. Or I could just lose skilled investigator, which is not a big deal. We've got a card in play. Which one do I want to do here?
I don't know.
Um, I think I'm gonna discard Skilled Investigator.
Yeah, it didn't cost you anything to put it out.
It didn't.
Right.
It's
So
just one card, and it
so
already drew me a card.
so here's a question for you: how often do you get caught off guard as your first encounter card of the game? It happens to
It is
me.
rare, and it almost always hurts.
Yeah, it seems like that's the card that hits me every single time. You know,
That's
that's
so
that's
hard.
like the first one I get hit with, and then the last one I typically get hit with is the advance card. So
Oh, of
that's the
course.
last
Yeah,
thing
the
I
one that ends
see.
the game.
Yeah, that's the last one I typically see. So all right.
Yeah.
Well,
You
we
should flip those around more.
well we
You work
certainly
on that.
yeah. I know it. That needs to come out the other way. All right, so we'll go ahead and advance the phase and turn things over to yourself. So
Okay.
let's take a look at your hand and see what you got. Pete Wisdom, Telepathic Suggestion, Familiar Blades, and Mental Detection.
Yeah, and Psylocke has this really small hand size in hero form. It's only 4,
Mm-hmm.
but I do have the Psi Knives to help generate some resources. I think I want to get Pete Wisdom out,
Hmm.
because he heals when we get the one revealed effects of a treachery card. He can kind of stay out and do a lot for the whole game. So I'm thinking if I get him out
Hmm.
now, we can get the most benefit out of him.
Gotcha.
But I am going to be floating one card. So the question is, do we want to keep a telepathic suggestion to protect us from a nasty card that comes out, or save a mental detection to try to help remove threat in the future? Which one would you be more interested in keeping on the board
Hmm.
or keeping in my hand? The
Yeah.
telepathic suggestion, maybe? Okay, let's do that.
Telepathic Suggestion. Yeah, I'm open. So
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna play Pete Wisdom.
okay.
I'm gonna use my Psi Knives and my two other cards, my Mental Detection and my Psi Blades.
Perfect.
And then I still have my activation, so I'm going to. I think we want to clear the side scheme, right? It's got a hazard on it.
It's bad.
I can I can remove 3 threat from it with Psylocke. I still have my two Psi Knives in play.
Hmm.
So
Ooh.
I am thwarting for 3, so we'll take 3 off Open the Bifrost.
All right. Good.
Then Bishop is going to take 2 off of Open the Bifrost.
All right. And then we have a win defeated. Reveal the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. Swap Loki with a random set aside Loki villain.
Yeah, we're going to get another one.
Here is the Power Stone. Maybe if you want to tell us about that one.
All right, the Power Stone is yet another environment.
Hmm.
Its special is that you are stunned. So if you were already stunned, you will take 3 damage, and then we'll place this card in the Infinity Stone deck discard pile. Luckily, we've got a lot of stalwart thanks to your clear sky, so hopefully that won't be too problematic.
Mm-hmm. And I should be able to keep the skies clear. We have the Soul
Yeah,
Stone
I think
too.
I
Three
think we'll be able to
damage.
flip back and forth at least until we're
Yeah.
ready to finish him off, and
Yeah.
we need to confuse him.
Gotcha. Yep. And now we need to get a different Loki. Does the tough go
We
away or
do.
does the tough remain with the Loki?
Tough stays because
Tough stays. Okay.
the name is the same and everything else, so the none of the attachments or anything will go away.
Okay. So I will shuffle the Lokis. Do the Loki shuffle. We bring out a new Loki. This Loki is going to be discarded. Oops. Nope. Oh, you know what? There is an option to swap Loki with another Loki, so I probably need to keep that in mind
Oh,
for next
cool.
time. So I'll go ahead and put this one back in the pile. The tough did merge over to the new Loki. And what's this one all about? This is a new one. We
Excellent.
haven't seen this one yet.
Yeah, this is a new one. We haven't seen him yet. So this is the defensive Loki. He's sort of the illusion Loki, I suppose.
Hmm.
So he has victory 1. He has 2 scheme and 2 attack, and he cannot take damage while a side scheme is in play. When defeated, we're going to discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a side scheme is discarded and reveal that side scheme. Luckily, we did just defeat Open the Bifrost,
Mm-hmm.
so we will be able to do him damage now. He doesn't have Retaliate, and he's not a stalwart. He just is immune to damage as long as the side scheme's out there.
Well, good thing we got rid of that. And I think we sufficed everything
Good
on
thing we
that.
got rid of that.
Yeah. We did the Infinity Stone and we swapped Loki's. So, yeah, that's a good one to get rid
All right.
of. Okay, excellent.
Now, I'm going to use Pete Wisdom to remove 3 threat from All Hail King Loki.
Oh, good deal. Excellent. Excellent.
And he takes 2 consequential damage for that attack, or for that thwart.
Mm. Boy.
And
See, I need to take
gosh,
3 off, right? I didn't take 3 off. 1, 2,
yeah,
3.
3 off.
Yeah, down to 2 now on All Hail King Loki.
Now the question is, are you going to want to flip down at the end of your turn? Do you think?
Let me see what I got so far. I've got Torrential Rain, remove 3 threat. The Weather Goddess. I'm probably gonna get me some more combat training. I did lose a lot of my defense cards, but
I mean, I have Bishop to block, so
yeah,
and we can always throw him in front of an attack.
we could.
If
I've got a little bit
if
more
I flip
health than
down, I
you
get a
do. Yeah, yeah.
okay.
I think
I'm gonna go ahead and flip down. Then I think
that's a good idea. You'll get an extra card anyway, but because you can exhaust your Cerebro, you can still do that now
yeah.
too if you wanted to. It's up to you.
Yeah, I don't have any allies that could play with it, so I'm gonna hold it.
Okay,
That way, I'm not just ditching the card,
gotcha.
but I can use that next turn, so I'll have a much better hand going into next turn.
I'd say, yeah. So yeah, I
Oh,
think
you
that's
know what? If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna save the mental detection instead of the telepathic suggestion, though,
okay.
since I won't be able to play the hero interrupt until next turn.
Okay. So you're keeping that mental detection, right? That's so good.
Instead, yep.
All right. Is there anything else you can do on your turn, or is that pretty much lock you
Nope,
down?
I'm done. It's up
That
to you.
locks you
Over to you.
down. All right. So what do I have? I have the Weather Goddess. I have Combat Training. I have Torrential Rain, and I have another Weather Goddess. So let's see. Remove 3 threat from among schemes in play. If Hurricane is in play, resolve its special ability. What's Hurricane do? Hurricane says to remove 2 threat from a scheme. We've only got 2 threat on a scheme, so I don't want to necessarily. I can't attack anyway. I don't have much of an option here. So if I do switch over to, say, the Hurricane, I can remove 2 threat from a scheme. So I'm going to use her ability. Yeah, I'm gonna let's see. Torrential Rain is a superpower. Yeah, I'll use her ability to go and grab Hurricane. Okay. And then remove 2 threat from a scheme. So we'll get rid of 2 threat off All Hail King Loki. And then I will switch. I will use the Weather Goddess to swap and get another weather support. And if I go grab, there's no non-elite minions on the table. Thunderstorm would do 2 damage to an enemy, and Clear Skies would cause me to draw a card. I think I'm just going to grab Thunderstorm with that.
Yeah.
And that'll do 2 damage, knocking off the tough. Right? And I need to put Hurricane away. Put my Hurricane away. Then I can do another Weather Goddess, which, if I go grab Clear Skies, will draw me a card. And the card drawn is Aurora's Garden. Alter Ego action, exhaust Aurora's Garden, heal 2 damage from your identity. Good card.
It is a good card.
I think I will go ahead and just spend the Torrential Rain to put my Garden out. Put out my Garden. Discard that.
Perfect. You'll be ready to heal.
Yeah. And I'll stay in hero form for now. And I'm going to hang on to my combat training too. I don't want to give it up just yet. It's an extra +1 attack, which really shores up my deck. But that's the end of my turn. I'll go ahead and advance the phase and turn things over to Mr. Loki. Let's take a look and see what you got in your hand there, Lex. You got No Detection, Hope Summers, Skill Investigator. You got your Skills Investigator back. Weapons Training.
Yes, I did.
Static Redirect. And the Energy card. You got a good draw. Yeah,
I did. It's
nice
pretty good.
draw. Mine is I got Combat Training, Energy, another Lightning Bolt, Team Strike, and a Weather Goddess card. All right, we're going to place 2 threat on the main scheme. Loki is going to scheme against you, so he's 2+1. And we don't. Do you have anything to get around that at all?
I do not.
Nothing at all.
Nope.
Okay, so Luffy.
Ooh.
Wow, lots of threats. So he's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 threat added to the main scheme.
That's right.
Make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, added 7. So now it's up to 9.
Yes, Loki is quite the schemer.
And so we've got a couple of soul stones that need to trigger here. I'll let you pick the order, I guess.
We can do the Power Stone first, so I'll be stunned. But I'm stalwart, so we'll just discard that.
Okay.
And then the Soul Stone is going to heal 3 damage from Loki.
Okay. So he's back up to 30. And we'll discard.
And then you're going to give him a face down boost card.
He gets a face down boost. Ugh. And that's against
me.
I
will probably... Yeah, I'm probably going to block with Bishop for you. That way you don't have to soak that extra boost.
All right, thank you. All right, so here's the second boost. So we'll flip the first one first. So we're going to... 0. Or no, 3. I was looking in the wrong corner. Casket of Ancient Winters. And then the Beguiled. So he would be attacking for 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7 damage into Bishop. I think that's probably going to do him in, right?
Thanks, Bishop.
Thank you very much. And
Bishop likes when he gets hit anyway.
And let's see. Have we exhausted our Soul Stone or our Infinity Stone deck yet?
Yeah, you should get a new one now.
Okay, so when I click on that, it's going to give him the Space Stone, and then it says the special pile is empty. Is there something that happens when the special pile is emptied?
Yes. So we need to give him a... Do we give him? We don't. I think you just reshuffle it. In Thanos, he would get a face down boost card, but Loki does not have that forced response on his villain.
Well, excellent then. All right, so that was the attack, and here's your card. Here's my bad card, and let's see what you got.
Me first. Frozen.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So I'm going to attach to him my identity. I cannot ready. I need to spend an energy and a physical to discard this card. I am going to have to find ways to deal with that.
Gotcha.
Cerebro's going to probably have to help me find something.
Yeah.
And then I'll be able to do it.
Okay. There you go. That's a good idea. And then here's my card. And it is... Oh, no. I'm seduced. Attached to your identity. You cannot make basic attacks or play attack events. Alter Ego action. Spend an energy and mental resource to discard this card. Ugh.
Oh, Pete didn't get any treachery cards. With all the treacheries in Loki's deck, I didn't get a single treachery card there.
We just got a couple of it. Terrible attachments. All right. Well, that's the end of his turn. Let's start ours. So I definitely need to get rid of that. I cannot make basic attacks.
Well, you do your turn. I'm going to go ahead and use Cerebro and look through my deck and look for an ally I want to grab.
Excellent. I need a mental resource. Alter Ego action. Spend an energy and mental resource to discard this card. I do not have. I would get that card when I get the lightning bolt in hand, right? Bad timing.
What's that?
I would get the seduce card when I get the lightning bolt in hand.
Yes, when you have the lightning bolt in hand and you want to spend it. Yeah.
All right. Gotta remove some threat. Lightning Bolt, Team Strike, Weather Goddess. So I can use the Weather Goddess ability to switch to. I think what I'm going to try to do is use my Storm's ability, and I'm going to go grab, remove 2 threat from a scheme, the Hurricane. Okay. So I'm going to take 2 threat off of All Hail King Loki. So it's down to 7 now. And then I'm going to use the Weather Goddess to bring back Clear Skies. And I get to draw a card. Oh, it's a mental resource. Good.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, good.
Just what you needed.
Yes, sir. And I may hang on to the Lightning Bolt. I probably will spend 2 energy to put out my combat training. And then if it's all right with you, I will flip down to my... let's see.
Go for it.
I might remove a threat. Yeah, I may just do that. I'm going to remove 1 threat off of All Hail King Loki. And then I'll flip down to my alter ego form.
All right.
And then I'm going to spend a mental and energy. So Team Strike and Torrential Rain gets rid of my seduced card. I've got the Godden. Exhaust the Rural Garden. Heal 2 damage from your identity. So I'm going to go back up to 9. I'm going to hang on to the Lightning Bolt. And...
You just went the wrong direction with your health there.
Oh, thank you. Yep, wrong button. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks for catching that.
There we go.
All right. And that's going to be the end of my turn. We have Clear Skies. Each character is Stalwart currently.
Yeah, so I'm going to start by healing Betsy Braddock. I'm going to use her recover stat. So you heal up to 8. Then I hate to do this, but it's just what I have. I need a physical and an energy. So we're going to spend energy. And who do we want to play here?
It's on the Katana Fist. I don't remember. I think it is. Isn't it?
Yeah, the Katana's a fist, but I can't use my Psyknives or my Katana because it's an alter ego action, and they are hero resources. So I'm going to have to be in hero form before I can use them. So I'm debating between spending my weapons training or my skilled investigator or blindfold. How many cards do I have left? I've still got a lot on my deck left. I'd love to get that skilled investigator back out, but I also so many good cards. You just want to play them all.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to get rid of the skilled investigator to go ahead and get rid of that Frozen.
Okay. Frozen is gone. I'll discard it for you. Excellent.
Then I will flip up to Psylocke, where I will use both my Psyknives to play mental detection. And I'm going to remove 5 threat total from All Hail King Loki.
Oh,
so
wow.
1
Good deal.
Initially, and then 2 more for each Psyknife I control. So we'll get that back under control.
Great. So we'll take 5 off of All Hail King Loki, down to 1.
Yeah. And then I'm going to use Blindfold and Hope Summers to play my weapons training. So that's a skill. It's an upgrade. That gives me retaliate 1. And then after I attack, if I want, I can discard weapons training to ready each weapon upgrade I control.
Okay.
So each of my Psy Knives and my Psy Katanas are both weapons. So if I want to be able to refresh them and get their resources back, I can discard that. But for now, I just want to keep it for that retaliate.
Excellent.
And I think Pete Wisdom is just going to hang out. I'm not going to worry about using him, tossing him or anything. We're going to keep him around for now.
Might be worth
So
it
I'm
for
good.
his win revealed ability, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's my hope, is that I'll
Yeah.
get some heal on him.
Okay.
If we don't start getting some treacheries, he might be jumping in front of an attack.
All right. So you're going to hang on to your psionic
Redirect,
redirect?
yeah.
Yep. And,
So I can use that.
and
Actually, you know what? I just used my Psy Knives to pay for something. So,
okay, I see
yeah,
what
no,
you're
that's
saying.
fine.
I see what you're saying.
I might want to switch them into katanas, but I can do that when I defend.
Oh, you can. And
Because
can you
I
do
won't be
both
able
of them
to
or just
confuse them.
one?
No, I can just do one,
Just do one. Okay.
but that's fine. I used them to pay for the metal detection, so they needed to
Gotcha.
be cyanide
Oh
still.
yeah. Yep. That's right. So okay, I think that's everything. I'm going to hang on to my card as well, so I'll advance the phase, turn things over to Loki. We're going to place 2 threat on All Hail King Loki. So it goes up to 3. He's going to scheme
Nice.
against me. And what does he got? He's got discard cards. Okay. So he's going to scheme for, he's got 3 right now. Ooh, that's going to be a big one. And there goes your obligation. So he's going to
Nice.
scheme for 5. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now he's up to 8. We'll discard that. We have a Space Stone, which is discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with you, place this card in the Infinity Stone discard pile. So I'm going to discard cards until I find a minion. Wow. Burning through his deck.
Yeah, you are.
And
There's one.
The Enchantress. Now, as she revealed, it says, put that minion into play, engage with you, place this card in the Infinity Stone discard pile deck. So she has a win revealed
Lucky,
ability,
lucky.
which does not go off. Search the encounter deck and discard pile and set aside area for a copy of Seduce and attach it to your identity. Thank you for revealing it that way, Space Stone.
That's right. That worked out.
Okay. So Space Stone is discarded. And that is the end of my... Let's see. What do we do? That was the end of my scheme, right? Did I say, no, that was the end of the... that was the end of his activation and the stone. So now he's going to activate against you, and here's your boost card.
Yes, he's going to attack me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to defend, and I'm going to go ahead and flip one of my Psy Knives when I do that.
Okay. So he's going to he's going to add 2 boost to his already 5 attack, or already 3 attacks. So it's a total of 5 attack.
Yeah, total of 5. So I would be taking 3. I think we're gonna go ahead and spend our Psy Knife and our Psy Katana to play Psionic Redirect. And it's a defense. When I would take any amount of damage from an enemy attack, I prevent 2 of that damage. And then for each Psy Katana, which I have 1, I'm going to prevent 2 more. So because I already defended, I was only going to take 3, so that's going to prevent all the incoming damage.
Okay. Very good. Next.
And I could confuse the enemy, but he's stalwart with the clear skies in play.
All right. So since he activated, we get to deal ourselves another stone with the Mind Stone, and it comes out into play. It says, you are confused. If you're already confused, discard 1 card at random from your hand. Place this card in the Infinity Stone discard pile. That is the Mind Stone. All right, so here's my bad card, and here's your bad card. Mine says...
See him.
The Trickster, when revealed, swap Loki with a random set-aside Loki villain. Loki activates against you. Ooh. All right. So, swap
So when
Loki
revealed, so Pete Wisdom heals for one. Oh no, it's after you resolve, not after. Oh, I have to get it. Okay,
after you resolve the when revealed
go
from the
ahead.
Trickster card. Yeah.
Continue.
Okay, so I am going to, let's see, discard. It says swap Loki with another Loki. I'm going to do that. And it brings out our original OG Loki with the spear, right? With the retaliate. Discard card, stop the entire deck until a scheme is discarded. Discard, reveal that scheme. And then after the Trickster says swap Loki with a random set aside Loki, Loki activates against you. So he's going to scheme again. Oh
Mm-hmm.
no. Not good. So he's going to scheme for 3. Is there anything we can do? Is there anything I can do?
Nah,
Nothing I can do.
it's okay.
He's going to scheme for attach this card to Loki. So he
Okay.
schemes for 3. And he gets his staff. So we'll attach that to Loki. I'll just put it up here next to the Infinity Stone deck. It says, hero response. After you make a basic attack against Loki, spend an energy and fist resource to discard this card. And then the Mind Stone says, you are confused. I'm not confused. And so we'll discard the Mind Stone since he activated. Okay. That was my encounter card. Let's take a look at yours. And
Mine
it
is Loki's cape.
yeah,
So now we have a forced response that after Loki is swapped with a set aside Loki villain, we're going to give him a tough status card.
Mm.
And after we make a basic attack against Loki, we can spend a energy and a mental resource to discard the card.
Okay,
So that one we're probably going to want to get rid of here.
Yeah.
I
And
don't think the +1 attack is a big deal, but the tough
yeah, I don't like it.
is real hard.
No, sir, I don't like it. Okay, so that's everything for Loki. So we'll advance the phase and turn things back over to yourself.
All right. I do not have a whole lot going on here. I think the threat is getting a little bit out of control, and I'm going to use Pete Wisdom to go ahead and take 3 off.
Okay.
So I'm going to exhaust him. He's going to go away, and let's take 3 threat off the main scheme.
Okay. All hail King Loki goes down to 8.
Then I'm going to go ahead and flip down.
Okay.
And use Cerebro to go get an X-Men ally. Have any left? I think I have 1 at least.
Any guesses?
I have Shadowcat. So we're going to grab Shadowcat.
Okay.
And then I think we're going to play... Gosh. If I play Angel, I get a ready and I can heal. But Shadowcat thwarts for more. So do you need me to focus on removing threats? Or do we just want the heal?
Let me see what my turn looks like. I got gold balls. Smash the problem.
Nice.
Exhaust your hero, remove threat from a scheme equal to your hero's attack. I could probably take care of a lot of the threat on my turn. Yeah. And that may be what I do. Oh, I got Storm's cape.
Yeah, you got your cape though. Look, why don't I?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna throw down Shadowcat,
Okay.
and she will. I could choose a side scheme if there was one. There isn't one, but I'm gonna remove 2 threat from All Hail King Loki.
Okay. I'll bring it down to 6. Let's see. Where was it at? Remove 1 threat. Damage Shadowcat. Remove a threat. Okay, so we're down to 6 on the main scheme. And these are hero responses, right? Yeah, hero response. Hero response. Oh, it says play only if your identity
Okay.
has the X-Men trait.
Oh no! I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't paying attention or reading the card when I put her in there. Okay, well we're gonna have to do Angel instead then.
Okay. I'll put 2 threat back on the main scheme.
I don't have the X-Men trait. I can't play her.
Mm-mm.
This is what happens when you make your deck at the last minute and you don't read the cards well. Uh, all right, well Angel's still gonna take 1 threat off that scheme,
Okay.
and I get to ready, and I will exhaust and heal to go up to 10.
Okay. Excellent. That's good. I then will. I'm gonna spend gold. Well, I got that Enchantress in front of me. When revealed, search the encounter deck. She does 1 damage and an attack. She's an Asgard Elite. Lightning Bolt, Storm's Cape. I kind of got to get the cape out, right? So,
It is so good. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I can exhaust the garden to heal for 2. Whoops, went wrong again. So now I'm back up to full strength. Oh no, she's only 10 hit points. Okay. So I'm up to 10. I'm going to flip over to my hero side. I'm going to spend gold balls. I'm going to spend attack training. I'm going to spend smash the problem. Smash the problem to put out Storm's Cape. No, I'm gonna hang on to smash the problem. I think. Yeah, and we'll discard. I'll discard
I think
lightning.
if you want to use it, I think that'll be okay.
What's that?
I mean, if you want to hang on to it, that's fine too. But if you want to get rid of it, I think I can shuffle some Sonic, or the mental, the one that when he schemes, it removes the threat instead,
Mm-hmm.
which will be really good against him because he schemes for a lot. So right now they're in my discard pile, but I can use my alter ego to put those back in my deck so that I have a better chance at the end of next turn to maybe drawing one of those up, so
Okay.
that we can maybe use that to remove a bunch of threat. So I don't think we have to worry too much about threat. It is going to get up there, but I should have some ways to bring it back down.
Okay. It's
So
sitting at.
if it's important for you to keep something else, you can. But if you want to hang on to it, that's fine too. I mean, Elder remove threat is good. That's how we lose, right?
Mm-hmm. Um. Right now, smash the problem would take off 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's all. So maybe I don't really want to attack him and lose my brute force, but maybe I do. Let's see, brute force. After you make a basic attack, discard brute force. I could get rid of Enchantress. Lightning bolt. Let's see. What did I just?
I mean, if you
Let me see. What did I do just now? What was it that I was spending resources, right? I spent gold balls,
yeah, you played the cape.
and I spent attack training, and I spent lightning bolt, which I may not want to, right? I might want to try to hang on to that. Maybe. Ugh, I don't know. Brute force. I'm going to.
I mean, if you smash the problem, you can remove 4 threat.
Yeah.
If you flip to Thunderstorm first, you could remove 5 threat. Um,
And take care of
but
that
obviously,
threat.
switching is what gets you your. Yeah, switching is what lets you
Create.
activate your cape. So I guess
Activate.
you'd want to use your hero before then.
Yeah.
Storm's turns are tricky. There's
I
always so many
know.
options.
Yeah. So if
Getting that order right sometimes is really hard.
So 2, 3. I just lose brute force unless I.
Yeah, which is not a.
So if I smash the problem, that will exhaust her. Cape up.
Mm-hmm.
Still got my brute force. I can switch to my attack. And then do enough damage to Enchantress to knock her out.
That's true.
So
Yep.
why not do that? I think I'm overthinking things here. So yeah, so we're gonna spend 1 to smash the problem, removing 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 threat from All Hail King Loki. 2, 3, 4. Takes it down to 3. We're going to swap out for the Thunderstorm, which is going to do 2 damage to Enchantress. Readying Storm by exhausting Storm's cape. And
You could actually do the damage to Loki if you like,
yeah,
because you're going to deal 5.
I'll do 5
Yeah.
because I'm plus, yeah. So yeah, that we'll do that instead. We'll put 2 into Loki, and then we'll exhaust Storm to knock out Enchantress.
Nice.
And I lose the brute force, unfortunately. Okay, I think that's it. Unfortunately, I give him +1 attack on his turn, but it is the poker Loki. So, but he does have the staff. Yeah,
He does. He's still hitting for
he's
3 plus a
he's
boost.
got the big sticks.
But
All
push
right.
comes to shove, I can throw Angel.
Yeah.
Throw Angel out there for you.
Okay. So
All
we
right. So
will
let's.
advance the phase. We'll turn things over to Loki. Places 2 threat on the main scheme. Loki is going to scheme against you for 2, 3, and 4, 5. So 5 threat goes
All
on
right.
All Hail King Loki. Brings it up to 10. Now we have to deal a stone, and that is the Time Stone. It is a special. Discard the top 4 cards of your deck. Place 1 threat on them. Ooh, main scheme for each different type. Discard this way. That could be real bad. All right, so Loki is going to attack me. Let's see. Does he have anything else? Yeah,
He's
no.
just attacking for 3.
1, 2, 3.
4 because of the thunderstorm.
Because of thunderstorm, and it's up to you if you want to defend. I do not have a defense ability.
Why don't we hold him just in case you get hit again? I can always soak the next one.
Okay. So the first hit is going to hit me for discard top card of the Infinity Stone deck. Apply its boost icons. Okay.
That's one of the worst ones.
Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage into Storm.
7 from the thunderstorm.
7 from the Thunderstorm. So we'll discard the Reality Stone. Discard Infinite Mischief. All right. We're going to deal you a bad card. And I'm going to deal myself a bad card.
Don't forget the time stone there.
Time Stone goes off. Oh, yeah. You know what? Let me put those back. That could make a difference here. I'll put mine back on top. Put yours back.
Oh, this shouldn't change. This shouldn't. Oh, because you might be dealt an encounter card. Are you about to deck out?
It says discard the top 4 cards of your deck. I've got 6. So
Okay,
here
you'll be
they
okay.
are. 1, which is an upgrade. 2, which is an event. 3, a resource.
Okay.
And
Resource.
4, 2. So we
Another
put
resource. Wow, you're double resources.
3 threat on All Hail King Loki. And, I'm trying to get used to 2-player because it's actually 24 is the threat. It did not scheme out. Okay.
No, yeah, it's not popping. We've got some space.
Gotcha. Okay, good. All right.
Now we'll get those encounter cards back.
So that's the storm. Now we get our encounter cards back. Here's yours. Oops, I'm sorry. I think I flipped it for you. So
Oh, yes, you did. It's fine. It's Frost Giant.
it's a Frost
It's got
Giant. He comes to
toughness.
play with tough. Yeah.
Simple enough.
Okay. And then here's mine. And it is wonderful.
Frozen.
I am frozen. Attached identity. Cannot
That's a
ready.
bummer.
Alter ego action. Spend. Energy and fist. Okay. So I'm frozen.
I get the feeling you're going to go into Alter Ego.
Mm-hmm. That's the way it's looking. All right. So I advance the phase, and I am first. Let's see, what do I got? I got Brute Force. I got Team Strike. I got a Blast of Wind. Choose a player, deal 3 damage to the villain, and each minion engaged with that player resolve the special ability of your weather support.
If we could not end on clear skies, would like to confuse Loki. That way he won't scheme against you.
Okay.
I assume you're going to want to flip down, right?
Yeah. So I've got Blast of Wind. Deal 3 damage. The villain each minion engaged with you resolve the special ability of your weather. Glob.
I'm going to call for an action.
Okay.
I'm going to exhaust a Psi energy upgrade to shuffle 1 psionic card from my discard pile into my deck.
All right.
So we're going to exhaust my Psi Knife.
Excellent.
We're going to grab a Psychic Manipulation. And it's going to shuffle. There we go.
I cannot ready. So,
You cannot ready.
My cape is
So the cape isn't any good this time.
not doing me a bit of good, is it? I've got Glob. After Glob enters play, deal 2 damage to enemy with an upgrade attached. Somebody's got an upgrade, right?
Sadly, we don't have any enemies with upgrades.
Magic. After you play magic from your hand, spend a mental resource. Choose a non-elite minion engaged with an X-Men hero. Shuffle the minion in the encounter deck.
Oh, but it has to be with an X-Men hero.
Yep,
that's not going to help. I'm not X-Men.
I could put the Brute Force out and then do the Blast of Wind. You don't have anything to ping that tough off of the Frost Giant, do you? Nothing at all?
I do.
You do?
But I'm an Alter Ego, so I can't play
Oh,
it.
gotcha. Okay. Well, I can... Brute Force.
I mean, you could also just Team Strike.
Exhaust your hero any number of X-Men.
Well, that's not super helpful. Right, like...
Deal 1 damage among
really
enemies
helpful.
in play.
But you could deal the damage and ping off the tough and then deal the rest to Loki, for example, if you wanted. But
so it says exhaust your hero and any number of X-Men allies. So
right,
we don't have any X-Men allies.
Fight some X-Men out, but yeah, sadly, Angel is X-Force, not X-Men.
Okay. I'll Team Strike. Yep, seems good. We'll use Glob to Team Strike.
If you throw that Brute Force down first, you'll get a little bit extra benefit out of it as well if you want.
Seems good. We'll use.
Or were you going to still use your Blast of Wind? Because I guess if you save the Brute Force, you can still Blast a Wind, right, with your Death Focus.
Yeah. So that's good. That seems right.
Probably better. Yeah.
Yeah. So exhaust your hero. Any number of X-Men allies deal damage among enemies in play where your total is your attack. So exhausting Storm. So we're going to do 1 damage to the Frost Giant. So we'll knock that tough off. And we'll do... So I'm sitting at 3 right now. 4. So 3 damage into Loki.
Yep.
So that's the Team Strike ability. And I used magic, I believe, to pay for that. Discard that. Now, good deal. Oh, no. It costs 3 to play
you
Blast
need
of
a...
Wind. Yeah.
You need a Well, you didn't. I thought you had magic in your hand. I think you discarded that when you were supposed to keep it.
Mm-hmm. It's because I used Glob for the. Yep, I did.
Yeah,
I
to
used
play
Glob to pay
Team Strike.
for the
Yep.
Team Strike. Thanks for
But
catching that. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, no, it did just occur to me that you need a fist and a energy to get rid of Frozen. Otherwise, you won't be able to ready
Right.
your hero.
Go
So
3, go
Blast of
4.
Wind maybe not an option.
Are you good if I don't blast the
Yeah, just
wind?
go ahead. Just flip down. I can finish off. I can finish off the Frost Giant.
Okay. I'll flip over hero form, and I'll use. I've got to use energy and fist. Discard those to get rid of my. That exhaust the garden to heal for 2, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
I didn't use my thunderstorm. I didn't switch my supports.
Um,
Would you like
did you
me
want
to?
to switch before you flip down? Hurricane would be nice.
Hurricane. Let's see. Choose a non-elite main until you blank the text box.
Or Blizzard. Blizzard would be fine too.
Blizzard. Each character gets -1 attack.
I'm not going to use any basic attacks, I don't think. So Blizzard's fine.
Okay.
That'll reduce his damage coming my way.
Okay. So it's a blizzard. It's a blizzard outside. But as far as attacking the frost giant, is that gonna cause you a problem?
No, that won't throw me off.
Okay. Well, that's it then. That's what I
All
can do.
right. Well, I don't have any X-Men allies left. I don't think so. I don't think Cerebro does me any good unless I want to shuffle one in.
True.
Yeah, actually, that might be good. I'm going to take an action, exhaust my Psychotana. I can look at the cards on my discard pile. I can grab a psionic character and shuffle them into my deck. So I'm going to grab a psionic X-Men, I think. We're going to grab Professor X, and we're going to put him in my deck. And then we're going to exhaust Cerebro.
Okay.
And I just put him on top, so we're just going to grab him into my hand, but we need to shuffle.
Okay.
And now I'll flip up. So, right now I've got a Psychotana and a Psyknife. I'm going to use a Strength. And we'll use Float Like a Butterfly to play Flurry of Blades. So I'm going to deal 2 damage to an enemy. For each Psyknife I control, I can choose an enemy and confuse it. So I'm going to deal 2 damage to the Frost Giant.
Okay.
I'm going to confuse Loki. And then for each Psychotana I have, I can choose an enemy and deal 2 more damage to it. So I'm going to deal another 2 damage to the Frost Giant, so that'll be 4 total. And that'll finish him off. And then we should have a confuse on Loki.
All right. He is confused. Excellent.
And then I'm going to exhaust Psylocke. And I'm going to, when I use that basic activation, I can flip that Psychotana back into a Psyknife. That's an interrupt, so before we calculate the total, that's going to give me +1 thwart. So I'm going to remove 3 thwart or 3 threat from All Hail King Loki.
Okay. Takes it down to 10.
Then I will use 3 resources from my hand to play Professor X, the good old professor. And he's going to, oh, you know what? I already confused the villain, so I don't need that. You know what? Instead of him, then we're going to play a mental detection. So we're going to use Cypher and Professor X to play mental detection. And we will remove 5 total threat from All Hail King Loki.
Okay.
And Angel will remove one more. Bring it down to 4.
Oh, hell, King Loki's down to 4. You hanging on the telepathic suggestion?
Not too bad. Yeah, I'm going to hang on to that telepathic suggestion just in case.
Okay. And we will advance the phase. Okay, so I just decked, right? I believe so. I sure did. So I got to deal myself an encounter card. Okay, I'll set that over there. All right, so Loki is going to not scheme because he is confused.
That's correct.
And then he's going to attack you. So he gets a boost. He's got the staff.
I think I'm going to defend with Angel.
Okay.
So he's hitting for, well, no, he's not hitting for that much. He's hitting for 1, 2, just 2 plus a boost. I can take that. So 2 plus the boost. Come on my way.
Plus he's got the staff.
Yeah, but your blizzard is
-1. Okay, yep, you're right.
Is -1, yep.
Okay, so here goes. And it's a 1.
All right, up. Just a 1. I take 3 damage.
Okay. So bad card
Not
for
too
me.
shabby.
Good deal. Bad card for you. So I have 2 to deal with this time. And the first one is Beguiled. Treat attached ally as enthralled minion with a blank back box. It says when revealed, attached to the ally with the highest cost without Beguiled attached. Attached ally engages its controller, otherwise this card gains Surge. So it looks like we're going to Beguile Angel?
Yeah, I could cancel that with my telepathic suggestion.
Okay.
But I'm worried we haven't seen his Shadows of the Past yet. So I think I'm going to hang on to it. I don't think that's too big of a deal. Let's let him have Angel. It's fine.
I'm going to take the Angel from you, okay? All right, and then my second card is Devious Sorcery. When real alter ego, you are stunned. If you're already stunned, place 2 threat on the main scheme. All right, I'm stunned. Add a stun.
Nothing a little clear skies can't fix.
Yeah, we could use a little clear skies.
Ooh, and then I got an assault.
Ugh.
So now I think we're going to use that telepathic suggestion using the power of the mind. It's going to double the resources it generates because this is a psionic card.
Okay.
So we're going to cancel its when revealed effects. And because I have 2 Psionics in play, we can remove 2 threat from the main scheme.
Okay. Takes it down to 2. I did add threat at the beginning of the turn, didn't I? Did I add threat? Or did I forget that phase?
You did not add threats. You need to add 2 to it.
Okay. Yep. All right.
Thank you, Octagon.
Yeah, thanks for allowing me to look through
yeah, the track of everything you've done is really nice. All right, so first player token passes, right?
Yep, and it passes to you.
Okay. Well, I think we want to get rid of Loki's cape. So I'm going to... Oh, he should have taken a damage, by the way, for my retaliate.
Okay. Down to 24. Down 2. We've gotten 16 damage in an hour and 20
minutes. And a mental.
Boy, he's a slog, isn't he? Man,
he is. He's a tough one.
He keeps his nose above water all the time.
So what do I want to do here? I can't do both. So either I can throw out a counterintelligence, which is not bad. That can save us when a lot of threat goes on, maybe. Or I can get rid of his cape. And I think I want to get rid of his cape. So I'm just going to attack. When I attack, I'm going to flip one of my Psi Knives into a Psi Katana. So I'm attacking for 2, -1 from Blizzard, so I'm only going to deal him 1 damage.
Okay.
And then I will exhaust that Psy Katana and this counterintelligence, right? That's what no, I need a Psy Knife. So I'll exhaust that Psy Knife and the spend the counterintelligence to discard. Since I made a basic attack against Loki, I'm going to discard that cape.
Okay.
And then I take
That's
1
good.
from Retaliate.
All right.
And I'm going to flip down, I think.
Okay.
And discard Espionage. And take an action, exhaust my Psy Katana to grab a Psychic card from my discard pile, a Psionic card from my discard pile, and shuffle it into my deck. And I'm going to grab Psionic Manipulation. Put that in there.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Good deal.
That's me. Pass it to you.
All right. First off, I'm gonna heal for 2 using the garden.
Take it away.
And then I will flip over to my hero side. I am going to use my Storm Weather Goddess ability. Let's see. I could attack now for 3. How's Angel over there? Does he got what, 1 health left? I need to do something about that Angel, right?
Yeah, he just got the 1 health.
Oh, I'm stunned. So
I mean, yeah, you're gonna want to flip to the clear skies first. I think.
I'm gonna use my ability to flip to the clear skies, which is going to remove the stunned from me, and I get to draw a card, and that card is a brute force. All right, and so I can with Storm deal 3 damage to Loki. What's the requirements of the Loki staff? I need to use an energy and a fist to knock that out. Almost hate to lose.
I don't know that it's a huge priority for you. Yeah, I don't think you want to lose your Weather Goddess for that.
That would be a little too much. So 3 damage in the Loki, 3, and then I'm going to use my Weather Goddess to switch to the Thunderstorm.
Don't forget he has Retaliate.
Okay, thank you. Switch to the Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm instead of Clear Skies. Thunderstorm's going to do 2 damage. So I'll put 2 damage into... I could get rid of Angel if you'd like with that 2 damage.
Yeah, I think that's great. Yep.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Discard the Beguiled. Take care of Angel. I'm going to ready up Storm's Cape to do 2 more damage to Loki, right? Deal 2 damage. So
if you're going to attack him, you'll hit him 4.
Oh, well, I was going to using the Storm's Cape. After you resolve the special ability of your weather support, exhaust Storm's Cape, ready Storm. Oh, okay, that's after I use it. I'm sorry. And then
yeah.
So now I'm at 4. I could smash the problem, brute force, combat training, flash freeze. Would you like a combat training?
Sure. I'll take 1.
Spend 2 for some combat training for you. And then brute force and brute force. Why not? Yeah, I'll spend flash freeze and smash the problem to put out 2 brute force. Discard that. And I think I'll just use Storm right now to... I could do a lot of damage, but I'll lose my brute forces. So I'll just remove a threat off the main scheme, I think.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah,
And
we need to get you
then,
set up so those team strikes are really doing maximum damage.
yep. So that's the end of my turn. Your turn is ended.
All right.
And we will advance phase. Turn
Pass the
things over
round.
to Loki. All right. So we're going to place 2 threat on the main scheme. Loki is going to attack you for 1, 2, 3, plus a boost. No, he's going to
I'm
scheme.
an
I'm
alter
sorry.
ego.
Yeah, he's going to scheme.
He's gonna scheme. Yep.
2, 3, plus the boost.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to use the power of the mind and float like a butterfly to play psionic manipulation. So when the villain schemes, this activation removes threat instead of placing it.
Okay.
So it's playable only if you have the psionic trait. Oh, and he gets a 0 boost. Of course he would.
Yeah. So it's going to remove 3 threat, though.
Yeah.
And we get rid of that
Those-
advance.
I mean, it's still
Right.
still worth 6 threat. Yeah. But
Let me see what he's looking at. I'm interested to see. He's only got 4 cards left in his deck. So he just schemed. So he's going to deal a stone, which is the power stone. You are stunned. If you're already stunned, take 3 damage. Place this card in the Infinity Stone discard pile deck. So now he's going to attack me. And do I have any kind of defense? Doesn't look like it. So I need to probably defend.
I think you just need to defend, right?
Yeah, I got to defend this guy. It's only a defense of 1 though, but it is a big attack.
2. Your cape gives you +1.
True. All right, so he's going to attack me for. And what do we got here? The Ice Giant. If the villain is attacking you, this attack deals damage to a character. Stun that character. Yeah, I'm stunned. Add a stun. And so it's going to do 1, 2, 3 damage, 4 damage, minus 2. So 2 damage into me. And I'm stunned. Okay. So that's the end of the attack. Bad card for you. Did I place 2 threat on the main scheme? I don't know if I did. I don't think I did I?
Yes. Yeah, you did.
I did?
And then I
Okay.
removed it with manipulation, yeah.
I gotcha. Okay. And then there we go. All right. So there's your bad card, which is an advance.
It's an advance.
Oh no, so the Power Stone's going to
Shit.
stun you. Okay.
That's okay. It's going to stun me.
Let's see. The boost. Oh no. Yeah, so the deck. The deck went, so the main scheme gets acceleration icon on it.
Mm-hmm.
Add 1 acceleration. And then here's the boost card, which is
Give him a tough. And
additional.
another boost card.
Oh boy. Add a tough and a boost. And it's a 0.
Oh, 0.
So
Again.
1, 2,
All right.
3
3
more threat. There we
That's
go.
no biggie.
Discard that. And then the Power Stone goes off. You're stunned.
That's right. I'm stunned.
Mm-hmm. Here's my bad card. And it is the Shadow of the Past.
Shadows.
We knew it was going to be. We knew it was going to come, right? All right, let's see what happens here. We've got Callisto, who has Quick Strike. Forced to interrupt when a knife fight treachery is revealed. Give Callisto a tough status card. She's going to get her side scheme out, which is when defeated, the player who defeated the scheme searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a set aside area for a knife fight and reveals it. And then here we go. 3 cards into the encounter deck, which has just flipped. And we'll put that in and shuffle. All right, Shadows of the Past is discarded, and we have Callisto.
So we have a problem.
Go ahead.
Callisto has Quick Strike.
Right.
And she has 3 attack, but your Thunderstorm is giving her an extra +1 attack.
Oh.
So she's going to hit you for 4.
And I am in.
And I cannot defend.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because I'm an alter ego.
Okay.
And you only have 4 health left.
So Storm has been.
So Storm is getting taken out by Callisto. Yeah.
was thinking I was an alter ego form. I don't know. I didn't even look down. So Callisto hits me with the quick strike, and there's nothing I can do about such things. No. So
I don't see any options.
so everything is gone. Callisto
We're,
moves over to
I think
you.
that's game ending for us.
That is bad stuff.
It's bad
Everything is
news. Yeah.
gone. Yeah. Storm is defeated. And I'll leave it up to you to decide.
I think we'll probably need to call it at that.
We're
I
gonna
have
call it at that. All
like I
right.
could take out Callisto, but
Yeah.
I can't deal with everything that Loki's gonna throw at me from a two-player game trying to pound through 60 more health.
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Not with a half-baked deck I threw together before we hopped on stream. So I think I think Loki got us this time. We'll
He did.
have to regroup and come at him again.
That's good. Yeah, I enjoy Loki, and thanks for playing with me this evening. Thanks
Yeah,
for
thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
you know short notice, I know, but always enjoy hanging out with you, Scott. So
Yeah, absolutely. It was a pleasure.
thanks for
We'll have to schedule a rematch, take on Loki again, and maybe get a victory next time.
I think so. I think we need to try it again. So I will definitely play Loki again with you, Scott. So
Sounds great.
anyway, I will turn you back over to your family for the remainder of your Friday
Okay.
night, if there is a such thing,
Yes.
and I will thank anybody who has joined us out there in the chat, or anyone who I may, if that's all right with you, upload this to my YouTube channel,
Sure. Go for
and
it.
then let people kind of see little Loki in action. I don't have much Loki on my channel, right? So so
Perfect. They can
so
see us get taken out.
get stomped by the Lokester. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody, and we'll catch you again. I'm gonna do another stream most likely next Friday evening. So we'll see what happens between now and then. But that's my plan. Is to stream at 8 o'clock Central Time on Friday nights. So thanks, Scott. Thanks, everybody, and
Pleasure.
yeah, we'll talk to you later. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Good night.